Two people earn the same salary. One becomes wealthy, the other stays broke. Why? The answer has nothing to do with income and everything to do with one habit. Imagine this. It's Friday afternoon. Your phone vibrates. Salary received. For a moment, life feels easy. You check your bank account. And suddenly, the stress you've been carrying all month disappears. You smile. You think, this month will be different. This month I'll finally save money. But then, reality quietly walks in. Rent, utilities, internet, gas, groceries, insurance. Everything seems normal. Everything seems necessary. Then come the smaller things. A coffee on the way to work. Food delivery because you're too tired to cook. A $20 online order. A streaming subscription you barely use. A new shirt because it's on sale. None of these purchases feel dangerous. That's exactly why they're so dangerous. Because wealth is almost never destroyed by one expensive decision. It's destroyed by hundreds of tiny ones that feel completely harmless. A few days pass. Then another week. You open your banking app again. And that number, the one that made you feel secure, has almost disappeared. Without thinking, you say something millions of people say every month. I just need to earn more money. But here's the question almost nobody asks. What if more money isn't the solution? Because something strange happens. Every time your salary increases, your lifestyle quietly follows. A better phone suddenly feels reasonable. A nicer apartment starts making sense. Eating out becomes a weekly habit. Vacations become more expensive. You never actually decided to spend more. It just happened. This is called lifestyle inflation. And it's one of the biggest reasons people spend their entire lives working without ever feeling wealthy. Here's something interesting. Two people can both earn $100,000 a year. One quietly builds wealth. The other lives paycheck to paycheck. The difference isn't income. The difference is their habits. Think about what happens during the first hour after payday. Most people pay everyone else first. The landlord, the bank, the credit card, online stores, subscriptions, restaurants. And then, if there's anything left, they save it. But there's almost never anything left. Because money has a habit. If you don't give it a purpose, it will always find one on its own. And that's the real trap. Not your salary. Not inflation. Not bad luck. Just one invisible habit. Repeated every single month. Here's something nobody teaches you. The moment your salary arrives, your financial future is decided. Not next week. Not next month. Right then. Because every paycheck gives you two choices. The first choice is the one almost everyone makes. Spend first. Save whatever is left. The second choice is the one quietly followed by people who build real wealth. Save first. Then live on the rest. It sounds too simple. Almost boring. But that's exactly why most people ignore it. Because your brain loves rewards. And spending money feels like a reward. Every purchase gives you a small hit of excitement. A new pair of shoes. A new phone. A package arriving at your door. For a moment, it feels amazing. Then, the feeling disappears. So your brain starts looking for the next purchase, the next sale, the next notification. And without realizing it, you're no longer buying things because you need them. You're buying to chase a feeling. That's exactly what companies want. Every advertisement, every flash sale, every only 24 hours left is designed to make you act before you think. Now imagine doing something different. The moment your paycheck arrives, you automatically move 10% into savings or investments. You don't negotiate with yourself. You don't promise to do it later. You simply do it first. Then, you live on what's left. At first, it feels uncomfortable. But after a few months, something surprising happens. You stop asking, "Can I afford this?" and start asking, Is this worth delaying my future? That single question changes everything. Because now, every dollar has a purpose. Instead of disappearing, it starts working. Think of every dollar you save. As a tiny employee, one employee won't make you rich. But hundreds of employees, working for you every single day, can completely change your future. The amazing part is, those employees never sleep. They never complain. They never ask for a raise. They simply keep working while you live your life. That's how wealth is really built. Quietly, patiently, one paycheck at a time, one habit at a time, one smart decision. Repeated again, and again, and again. People love searching for the perfect investment, the secret stock, the fastest side hustle, the shortcut to becoming rich. But most of the time, the answer isn't another investment. It's becoming the kind of person who doesn't waste the money they already earn. Because earning more, without changing your habits, is like pouring more water into a bucket full of holes. No matter how much you earn, you'll always feel behind. So the next time your salary arrives, don't ask yourself, what should I buy? Ask yourself, what kind of future am I paying for? Because years from now, you'll either look back and wonder where every paycheck disappeared, or you'll smile, knowing each payday bought you a little more freedom, a little more security, a little more peace. And that's the real goal. Not looking rich, not acting rich, but building a life where money gives you choices instead of stress. Because in the end, your salary doesn't decide your future. Your habits do. If this changed the way you think about money, subscribe for more videos on money psychology, smart habits, and building real wealth. Because changing your finances always starts by changing the way you think.